Hey guys, how's it going? It's Anthony here. It is, the date today I believe is May 24th. It's Sunday, and let me show you what I've been up to. I've actually been really incommunicado lately, haven't been on email much, just really been focused on doing all this stuff and going to bed like at 10:30 at night, pretty early for me, so really been into this lately. So let me show you what I've been doing. I did a raised bed right here with all these little, they're like branches, they're like small, like stumps almost. I cut a bunch of them, and then we're kind of constructing this raised bed here, and I piled up sand along the base, sand and dirt, and then mixed in clover seeds. So there's going to be, it's already coming in, but it's going to be a lot thicker in a little bit. And then right here we've got all these melons and tomatoes. I got some tomatillos in here, some squash, just like a lot of different stuff. And we're going to have it climb up these posts right here, as you can see. Alright, anyways, let's see. I did a massive chop and drop. This is the squash that we've got going. This started really early, as you can see. Let me show you this one leaf. I don't even know if with the lighting, but really, really, really big. They're all really big. But I did a chop and drop right over here. Oops. I cleared this out, chopped everything down, kind of mixed it into the soil, worms everywhere, and then I covered it again with some more black dirt and some compost. So you can scrape the top right now, and you'll just see nothing but worms underneath. And then I threw in a basil. I threw in some oregano back there. I think I threw a couple cucumber seeds in here, like near that post, to see what will happen. No big deal. But as you can see, this is end of May, and it already looks like this. You know, and in Minnesota, it's a huge deal. I planted the persimmon tree right here. That one got planted. This one is still in its container, but it's going to be planted soon. The pomegranate's going to be moved pretty soon. It's in the 50s at night, so it's just about ready. We've got a grapevine here that's going to be going in next week. The guanabana tree, the soursop, is obviously really happy. A lot of new shoots coming out. Lemon tree, the cacao trees in the back in the shade. Let me take you outside. Oh, here's another little area of clover that I started off, and that's really coming in now too. That's going to be full-on green carpet. Let's go outside. So right here's the garden. It's coming in. There's still like a lot. I didn't get a head start on this really, so there's a lot of things coming up right now. We're putting in some more seedlings. We've got a lot of seeds and sprouts coming up, but it's going to be about couple weeks before we really start seeing things. I'm doing this whole kind of yard meadow area with clover and ryegrass and some other cover crops, and then that's going to go all the way to the square foot gardens. At first I wasn't sure if I was going to do the square foot gardens because I already had this area, but I thought, you know, let's do it and let's do some experimentation. We've got a thing here where we've got a circular cage going up, and then from the base everything can climb up, so you'll have like a column of green eventually. And we're doing this other one right here, and I put a metal cage around it just to see, you know, it would be a good thing to keep rabbits away or even deer away. And then again another column in the middle. This could always be removed. It's just kind of for experimentation. We've got some other ones here, some tomatoes, watermelon. Here are the bees. And we've got the massive, the sun deck is right here. I was doing some stretching up there yesterday and some push-ups, really nice. We got the trees in the back. There's the dome again. It's still, it needs to green up a lot more. We got a lot of cover crops coming in. On the front slope over here, we've got the trees, and then as it goes down towards the road again, I planted about 25 grapevines, and then we've got some more grapevines over here. Like around the sun deck here, we've got some grapevines, and then we've also got gooseberries coming up along the edges. And then right here is going to be clover and cover crops as we walk down. it's going to be super lush. We just need rain. I've been watering as much as possible, but it's been really, really dry lately. So when that comes, that's going to be very helpful. And it's been hot. It's been like warm, windy. It's just impossible to keep things dry, but keep things moist. But I've got a good set of clover and cover crops coming in here. I don't know if this helps. You know, it's still kind of hard to see it, but it's there. And then eventually this is going to be, you know, a mat about 6 inches thick. Yeah, we got some more mulch. Here's some currant bushes that we've got coming off from the base of the dome. Those will be shooting off, hopefully not making too much shade. And in the back there's a couple more gooseberries. Again, this pathway, clover, cover crop. And then when it gets to a certain height, we'll cut it down. We can compost that, we can mulch it, whatever we want to do with it. It's more biomass that we can apply to the areas. Because I got to mulch the grapes this fall, and I've got to mulch the back slope again, because we're gonna dig that out eventually, some pieces, and put in like another little, maybe a little seedling greenhouse back there. And there's a lot of stuff to do still, but right now it's pretty good. The most I could do right now is put in some more seedlings and just bring in some more rocks for landscaping and some mulch, but otherwise we got to wait on some things. I wanted the cover crops to grow up so we can do a chop and drop and make some more mass. But that's it. So this is what I've been doing. I've been just 12-14 hours a day just doing this, and totally separate from everything else. It's kind of been like a major obsession right now, but it's coming along and it's looking good. Here also, I'll show you one more thing. I cleared out some more woods back here. This was really like full of like just gnarly, you know, old trees, and not old trees, but just like stuff that had fallen down, and some small ironwoods. And we cut a lot of that out, and we're putting more pear trees right in this area here. Some full-size standard pear trees, which are going to be pretty big, and they're going to take up a lot of space. But this will fit nicely, and it gets a lot of afternoon sun, which is perfect. Walking down the driveway now, and then this whole front slope right here, those logs are going to get removed. This whole front slope is grapes, and we've got 2 Rainier cherries right there, and otherwise some Nanking cherries here, but otherwise grapes all the way back until you hit the woods again. And it's a southern facing slope, so it gets hit with sun all day long. It's perfect. If you're doing grapes, really look for a southern facing slope, and your chances of, you know, good crops are going to improve dramatically. So that's where we're at. Let me see the time here, 8:11. Good. I gotta make sure for YouTube it doesn't go over 10 minutes. This is it. You know, it's one guy doing this mostly. My parents are helping a little bit with the watering and some maintenance, but you know, one guy doing this, and I've been gone a lot. But you know, if this is your passion and you put some labor into it, you can do a lot of this yourself. And I just highly recommend building up the soil as quickly as possible, whatever it takes. Invest $1,000 in it if you have to. Just build it up, because you're going to be so much happier, you know, later on, because the success is just going to be guaranteed when you've got really, really strong soil. It's pretty hard not to have a good outcome when you've built your soil up. And I really kind of got lazy about that last year. I just didn't want to do cover crops, and I had enough, you know. I was building the greenhouse and doing some more structural things, so I wasn't able to work on that, which I should have, because it really took a day to set it up. It was ridiculous. So next time, guys, if you're doing this, cover crops, green manures, animal manures, whatever it takes, just build up that soil, invest in some worms, and get those populations built up, and then you'll be all set. So I'm headed back to New York today. It's going to be about a two-day drive, but I've got them all stocked up. I've got my my hemp butter, which I've been living off of, and my honey, and a lot of good stuff. So a lot of water, the well water, which is pretty good. Not as good as spring water, but it's not bad. So we'll talk to you soon, guys. I'll be uploading this in a couple days. All right, peace. Later.